This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. Stand by. The President of the United States, or his designated representative, will be speaking shortly.
The following message has been given authorization for release at the request of myself, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the United States Government, and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, effective as of 9:58 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. I regret to inform the citizens of the United States that an unusual and extremely dangerous situation is currently taking place across the entire United States, and the rest of the world. At approximately 9:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, reports have been received that the moon in the night sky has turned into a bright, blood red color, making the sky a dark shade of red in the process. People who have been exposed to the moon first experience total or permanent blindness due to the moon's brightness. Approximately 5 minutes later, victims have been reported to go through several unhuman-like transformations, and have turned into werewolf-like creatures, and were seen brutally attacking anyone that they see in their path. These creatures are causing massive damage, injuries, fatalities, and werewolf transformations all over the US and many other international countries across the world. They can be described by having the following characteristics and traits: hairy skin, extreme speed and strength, the urge to make loud howling noises, excellent sense of smell and hearing, upright ears, razor-sharp teeth and claws, blood dripping from their mouths, glowing red eyes, and show extreme homicidal aggression to anyone that is in their way. Those that were attacked by these creatures have fallen into a coma, then 5 minutes later, turn into werewolves themselves and will show no mercy towards any civilian, and will relentlessly attack and kill anyone on sight. We thought that this event was a result of a lunar eclipse, but we were completely wrong. The United States government has confirmed that this event is the result of a curse in European folklore known as the Wrath of the Blood Moon. This phenomenon occurs every 500 to 1,000 years on or near Halloween, which makes the moon into a bright, blood red color, and whoever looks under the moon falls under the curse, and turns into a werewolf. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation and needs to be taken seriously. I am asking all Americans, no matter where you live, to seek an underground shelter immediately. Find a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows, doors, and outside walls. Make sure you have as much space between you and the outside world as possible. Close and lock all windows and doors. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems. Close all fireplace dampers, and seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape or damp towels. Most importantly, make sure your window blinds are completely closed and covered in order to avoid exposure to the moon. Grab an adequate set of supplies for your shelter, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, toiletries, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio to last you and your family for the duration of this emergency. Effective immediately, I am putting the entire nation under martial law until further notice. No one will be allowed to leave their homes for any reason. If you are caught outside, you will either be arrested or shot on sight by the National Guard. In addition, these creatures are attracted to bright lights and loud noises, so make sure you also turn off all lights in your home, make as little noise as possible, and the brightness level on your electronic devices and flashlights is on the lowest level possible in order not to attract the attention of these creatures. Do not approach these creatures. I repeat, do not approach these creatures. They are considered extremely dangerous, as an encounter will almost certainly result in death and you becoming one of these creatures yourself. If you have been bitten by one of these creatures, commit suicide immediately. There is no escape from their attack, and you will become a werewolf in only 5 minutes. If one or more of these creatures enter your shelter, use armed protection by all means, this includes lethal force. Do not go outside, and most importantly, do not look at the moon. I repeat, do not look at the moon. If you do so, you will be putting your life in extreme danger. These creatures are no longer human. I repeat, these creatures are no longer human. Do not panic, as panicking will only make the situation worse than it already is. It is unknown at this time when this phenomenon will end. My fellow Americans, this is clearly an unprecedented time in our nation's history. We have never expected an event like this to take place at all. Even though we are dealing with a lot of uncertainty and chaos, we will rise to the occasion as one nation, under God, and rebuild the country back to its former glory once this phenomenon is over. We will come back from this stronger than ever, and if we unite and come together, we will get out of this crisis and go back to normal once again. Always be positive and have hope, even during these dark times. Thank you for listening to this message, and as always, God bless America.
That was a message from a representative of the President. We now return to the emergency alert system. This concludes all operations of the emergency alert system. However, normal programming will be suspended indefinitely, or until this crisis has ended. Please stay tuned to local media outlets for more information on the situation.
Go outside. Look at the moon. It is beautiful. There is nothing to worry about. Nothing will happen to you. Look at the moon.